takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gain on that return. The Hurricanes offense is onto the field for the first time today. Here we go. You can feel the juice in this building. What a privilege, Kirk, to be part of this rivalry game.
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today, and it can change everything.
Grab behind the line. It's Joseph. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. They have those slot receivers on the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Second down after that previous play. Breaks free. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Unlucky that time. The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Send the back in motion. Dropping back. It's Colandrea. He gains 9 to 2nd and 1. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on 3rd down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we've got a big 4th down coming up.
And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. So the Gators offense takes the field. The first chance we have to see them today. We've got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. But let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he was through the football on time. He didn't try to do too much. Found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him. And as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do. Not try to live up to the hype. Just put together another solid performance.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a swarm to the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play?
Man, how does the defense allow a tight end to be that wide open? No one around him. Easy throw for the quarterback for the 1st down.
They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down to the 32. The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's play action. On the move now. On the run here, lets it go. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone. And the Gators are in the red zone. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Early on mid-season, they both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect tight competitive battle today.
But that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And Miami offense is back on the field. The forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. On the run, it's Smiles. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss. 2nd down and 15. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. The Canes will have to kick it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Choosing to return the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
So, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a 1st down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. At the play fake, looking to pass it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking downfield. It's St. Clair. Running out of time in the pocket. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now 1st down at the 34. The Gators with 1st and 10 here.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook on this defense. A man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
It's incomplete. Very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. The freshman QB shows his toughness. Picks up the 1st down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks in, and picks up some big yards.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. They count the drive with 6 points.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this route? Grab behind the line. It's Lyle. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lyle. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Running back grabs it on the screen. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. Florida has the lead curve as we break for the quarter. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. The Canes will line up to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Florida offense retakes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave it back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Taking a shot deep down the right side. It's dropped. It would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 4th and 9 from the 42. Dropping back. It's St. Clair. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41. The Gators have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback keeps the football. He's got the first and still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. And the Gators looking to cash in this red zone trip. Will hand it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Down he goes. It's a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can...
Just standing there, gets hit again.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage the next part. Let's not forget about that. Behind the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
Makes it look easy. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3 and out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Canes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. To throw, it's Calandria. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Bringing pressure. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Offense in hurry-up mode.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
The sophomore making an excellent catch there. Needs look to keep this drive moving.
Well, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
And there's a handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Joseph. He make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented as against the run as well.
The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's 3rd and long. In the red area, it's Lyle. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. So a field goal attempt coming up now. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
To the air, it's St. Clair. The tight end has got it. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Didn't expect to lose 4 on the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. We'll see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost...
The ball is picked off. He's bringing it back. The 30. The finally bringing down, but what a play. It's moved away and a huge gain on the return. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left in the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's long. They shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back and throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And it's good, right down the middle.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Delivers quickly to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect in the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Over the middle, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, they're just basically throwing their hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Good pressure makes it second and medium. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Got a solid drive in the making here. First down at their own 43. First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The ball's not loose. When they pick it up, it's still a live ball. The offense spends their final time out of the half here. Talk strategy. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always. On a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's got some space here. Heads out of bounds at the 44-yard line. The offense will take over there in good position. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Trying to build a positive first half of this. See if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere
this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Trying to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter to stop him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. But one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field.
29 Philly, 2-9
Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Right down the middle, it's Carr. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Looking to throw. It's Calandria. Receiver makes the catch. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The Hurricanes come to the line in a hurry up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here's the second down play.
3-25.
Looking to throw again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it.
The pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Second throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The throw complete to the running back underneath. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass caught. Second down now. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
He dumps it off to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The completion sets up a second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Right back here on third down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
To the air, it's Colandrea. Quick throw to the left. And makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down. Cade's looking to run some tempo here. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, he's playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play fake, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Slime. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Looking to throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's Lyle.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Short completion there. A second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. With the catch, it's Moore. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Try and muscle for the first down. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
That shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You're relying over that offensive line, and they come through for it.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Over the receiver. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The Canes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Scanning the field. It's Colandrea. Who makes the grab in the end zone? Touchdown, Miami.
That's the thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running around like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And the drive now, they're backed up at their own 14. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout while they check him out. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Nice grab. It's Hawkins. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. As we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And it's intercepted on a desperation play here.
They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing kick at return. Just like when they come up with the play that they needed. In a two-possession game, you're relying on your defense to make a play. Strip the ball. Come up with the interception. Anything that get the ball back to your own offense, and they get to pick. Now let's see if they can score.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And now the running back's got it again. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Back to throw. It's Colandrea. Looking right. This one caught. He stopped short of the marker. So it's fourth down now. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Handoff running right. Breaks into open space. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. He makes the catch. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. First down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Carter. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Gators are looking to keep this drive going. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. It's a quarterback keeper. Up for the first, but still going. Tackle down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Well, we know this guy can throw the football, and here, this is what makes him so good. His ability to run the option and get involved in the run game puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Gators looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Touchdown, Florida, and 6 more points to the total. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Okay, set. Here's second down. Breaks into the clear. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
That's a really nice read here by this quarterback, Chris. He kept it himself, picked up some positive yardage.
Receivers are bunched together. Dropping back. It's Colandrea. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Short completion of the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Third down, out of the shotgun. And it's clocked. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They
fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. He's at the 50. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down mark. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
That's just a good decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the... Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Powering through the defender. Now here he goes. Past the 20. Crosses the touchdown. Haynes. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size. He's got the speed. He's a difficult matchup. And here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
The Florida offense retakes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Powering through. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Leaning on the run game here. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, pass caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. The back's got it. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll ride the back again here. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. No gain here. They've already spotted at the 2 again.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal for 2. The run to the left, trying to find a leader. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal.
Just a great job again by the defensive front. They get lower, they're able to get a bit of a push.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's only brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking downfield, it's Colandrea. That's hard. It's line. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. The Hurricanes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Over the middle. It's caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense facing a 3rd and long to the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And that run produces a decent gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, you really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The timeout is taken just 2 seconds left on the clock. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Florida. They are pouring it on now. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Didn't really expect them to do, Kurt, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
That is going to do it. We enjoy being here.